Damn it, I'm too late. The bastard's gone.
Gods! Vulcan! Is that you? Help us get out of here!
Head to the southeast. You'll find an entry in the support pillar. Take that passage, and then look for an opening in the cliff face. The rest of the company is hidden there.
Got it. There's another camp of prisoners over there in the west. Not any of our guys, but maybe we should try to free them anyhow. Do you want us to give you a hand?
No. Get out of here.
See you back at the camp. Good luck.
Gonna need it.
Go!
Go to the support pillar in the southeast of the city. You'll come out near the cliff. Follow it and you'll come to a rift. Go in. The Elf Army is there and they'll take care of you.
Thank you. See you back at the camp.
That's right. Relmar,
Yes?
I brought you...
Thank you.
I'll leave you. Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to ask you,
What do you want to know?
what do you think of Mathras?
I think he's absolutely unique, fascinating. I have always loved history and history books, but he actually lived through history. It's just incredible. There is so much we can learn from him. His knowledge could allow us to better understand what happened in our past. We could learn from the errors of our ancestors.
Do you really think he's immortal?
Oh, I'm convinced of it. You only have to look at him. He's so cultured and has so much knowledge. Which reminds me...
Something to do with our decomposing friend?
Yes, he won't talk to me about his romantic experiences. I managed to get a lot of stories about battles and all sorts of historical anecdotes, but nothing about his love life. It's not that I want to pry into his intimate life, but I do wonder why he's so reticent to talk about it.
I could always ask him for you. Relmar,
Yes?
I built your trap. Mathras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
Who are you exactly?
I am Mathras, immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there hanging out with your Deadwalker friends?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I'm associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old. Hey, you don't look a day over 250.
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, these dead walkers are simply corpses as they're animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
That's not so dumb. It's what allows you to go on having an effect on the world, I guess.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Though, of course, these days, it's unlikely they would stay dead for very long.
I want to ask you, why did you come to Carolthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun? You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation, and to keep them working, is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they are incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be. But you carry something within you that may modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually change the apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to avert disaster.
Well, that's comforting. What happened to the Elven King?
I think he was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an arch-lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an arch-lich.
Do you have any idea about what I am becoming?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons, when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just legend. You're yanking my chain.
It would be churlish to mock someone when it is so easy. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in the flames. The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them, only much bigger. And you have an even more pronounced affinity with fire. I'm reserving judgment about the wicked attitude. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose is to face the Ice Lords. It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas, I have no idea which entity is behind all of this.
I want to ask you... We need to...
What would you like bet?
Try to...
Very well then. I shall cease to be...
Talk to you. Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to...
What do you want to know?
Have you learned anything about the World Heart?
Yes, I found out a few things that might interest you. Some of the myths about the World Heart are based on real facts. Certain texts confirm that there is indeed a source of energy that fuels the world, but also that is the source of all magic power. Every time a sorcerer casts a spell, they are drawing power from the World Heart. The Ice Lords are siphoning this energy in huge quantities, and that is why they're so immensely powerful. If we can only discover how they're doing it, it may be possible to deprive them of all their power.
That sounds like a really good lead. Keep on digging. Anything new on the World Heart?
I think I just discovered something really interesting.
Tell me.
From what I've read, the World Heart is not invertial. Well, not really. It exists in a sort of other world next to us, in a sort of limbo, in fact. And it's impossible to get there without using an extremely complex ritual.
And can you perform it?
No, but the Ice Lords have discovered a way to create passages and to keep them open. And it's by using these passages that the Ice Lords are able to channel the power from the World Heart. But they're draining it. They're using more power than can be replenished.
I'd like to.
What do you want to know?
Mathras,
My dear,
I want to add... I'm gonna need...
at last.
Mathras,
My dear,
I want to ask you... How are things with Sybil?
what a charming young girl. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. I imagine that if I still felt any physical desires, I would happily give her a good few hours of one-on-one experimental physical training. And it seems to me that she's rather more interested in getting your attention. At any rate, she is by far the most interesting red scribe I've met in the past 300 years, though I fear that may not be much of a compliment, given their legendary incompetence.
Why won't you tell Sybil about your love lives?
I wouldn't have thought you'd be interested in the prurient questions of that young girl, charming as she may be. It seems to me that my sexuality is my own business, as well as which, I suspect my stories would be quite shocking to an innocent girl like that.
Come on, then.
I have been alive on Vertial a very long time, and before I lost all desire of any kind, I think I probably experienced everything possible, both emotionally and sexually. To recount all my adventures to you in detail would require weeks, apart from which, it's out of the question that I should speak of these things out loud.
As bad as that?
You doubt my word? Very well. Let me tell you about my 14th wife, the Princess of the Elephant City.
For real? But that's... gross.
And those are some of my cleaner stories. I told you, I've tried everything. Perhaps now you understand my reticence with your young friend.
Exactly. So what should I tell her?
Whatever you wish. I will confirm whatever story you tell.
Talk to you later. Sybil,
Yes?
I spoke with Mathras. He finally agreed to talk to me about his love life. Well, lives.
And? What did he tell you?
He speaks well and everything, but deep inside, he's twisted. And you don't want to know more. Believe me, sister.
Oh, come on. I'm not such an innocent, you know.
Whatever you say, but some stories have to be whispered. Flesh. Orgy. Special trick. And elephants. And then an ice cube. Plunged. And collect. A coconut. The crowd. And drink it.
I had never imagined people would want to do such things.
You wanted to know. Now you know. I need a bath. See you later.
I heard you managed to get back my equipment from the forge. I can't believe it. Do you have the hammer?
Yes, I have your hammer. Here. You can put it to better use than me.
Thank you. Finally, I can do something useful. All this battered and bent equipment is going to be superb again. At least our soldiers will die with dignity.
You got a weird way of looking at things. Anyway, I've got some supplies I could sell you if you need anything.
Excellent. Don't take this badly, but I have to get to work right away.
Excellent. See you later.
Good day, even if the
Show me what you...
Thanks to you.
Relma.
Yes?
I built your... Okay, here are your traps. Now you just need to put them in place.
Thank you. I must admit that I'm relieved it was you who built them. I'd been living in fear of messing up my hairstyle permanently had I tried to do it.
I'll leave you...
Get your shit packed. We're getting out of here as soon as possible. Our contract is over.
But Captain, after all we've done here...
Listen to me. We have no chance against the Deadwalker army, no matter what powers you have. And I'm not sending my company into a massacre. I didn't lead the company here to save this city. The only reason we came was to get our lads back. There was never any question of anything else.
God damn it, Captain. This is an important battle. You have to include the blades in it.
Now you listen closely, Vulcan. I am the captain of this company. It's me who decides. You don't like it? Not my fucking problem. So either shut it, or become captain yourself. But you know what that means.
It means that I must face you in single combat. You don't leave me any choice. We have to put everything we've got into this battle.
You asked for it. I'll make it quick and painless.
always knew it would be you.
You didn't leave me any choice.
This was well done.
Let us go and seek out Prince Arundel. We must make haste to plan our attack. Hey, Buffalo. I see nobody's managed to kill you yet.
Not before I've seen you blown up by one of your toys.
How's the company doing?
If you were to spend less time hanging around with your new friends, you'd know. It's not wine and roses. Already there weren't many of us, and now it looks like our only hope of success in this goddamn war is lying over there, colder than my granny's tomb. We can't last too long in this situation. The captain has to decide to make a move.
I reckon the Deadwalker army will find us before we have the chance to desert. Have you had time to talk to the human soldiers?
Yes, but they didn't say much. I don't think they trust us, or the Red Scribes, or anyone for that matter. They were just as stupid as we were. They thought they were going to join up with a great army to be safe. As you can imagine, they're a little disappointed.
Do you think they'll stay?
I don't think they're in any mood to fight. Once they've seen to their wounded, they'll be out of here the first chance they get.
I'm going. We have to reach an agreement on the assault we're going to launch.
Very well. Our strategy will essentially depend on you and your companions. I'll be attaching a group of soldiers to your party for support.
That's out of the question. The more of us there are, the greater the risk that we'll be noticed. I'm taking Edwin. Her knowledge and powers make her the best suited to go with me.
I would very much like you to have someone I trust with you. And this Edwin does not seem like that person.
Huh. She'll be delighted to hear that.
I could go with you. You know that I'm stealthy and can make myself useful.
That's a pretty good compromise. With the three of us, we stand a chance. What do you say, Your Highness?
I agree. I'm counting on you, Relmar, to remember the interests of your people. The result of this battle depends on your success. You need to sneak into the city, get to the drawbridge, and lower it. Then you can open the gate for us. I will personally be leading our army, and I'll enter the city as soon as you've opened the gate. I think that the element of surprise and our advantage in numbers should be enough to overcome the Deadwalkers. And your help in this battle will be of inestimable value.
Excellent. If all goes according to plan, I'll be able to go to Blackfrost's realm after that. You can't have too many elite troops and freeborn blades on this expedition.
Are you ready for the assault? There must be neither distraction nor setback. We won't have a second chance. If you have business to deal with, you should deal with it now.
I still need a bit of time. Edwin, I need to...
What can I...
I would like to... What's the story with this Mathras guy? Who is he?
It's hard to say. He's one of the living dead. Of that I'm completely certain. But he is able to do things no other species of revenant has ever done before. You must understand that necromancy, the magic that allows the dead to be reanimated, is based upon one principle: giving energy to lifeless bodies. Mathras functions differently somehow. It is not his body that has been brought back to life, but rather his mind, which has survived his body.
He says he's sixth.
It isn't. Instead...
Could that...
Absolute.
I'm going...
You offer me...
Edwin,
What can I...
I would like to... Thanks.
Vulcan,
Your traitor fled.
damn it. How could this... Who was it?
One of yours. The one you posted below our camp. Thanks, by the way. The vermin even tried to frame one of the Freeborn blades.
And you let him get away? I'll have to signal the assault sooner than we planned.
Time's been against us from the beginning. I'll be going.
How can I help you, mercenary?
We should talk.
Are you ready for the assault? There must be neither distract. We won't have a second chance.
I'm ready. Sybil.
Yes?
See you. Edwin.
What can I...
Thanks.
It's there. We have to head for that drawbridge.
not alone. What the hell is that thing with all those legs?
It is a concubine. Lord Blackfrost has always had somewhat unusual erotic tastes. Why would she be here, unless she already knows of our plan?
Curse them! Look at the support pillars. They crawl with deadwalkers.
A trap, and a good one. Your little friends will be taken from the rear, if you'll pardon the expression.
We must prevent it. We have to hurry to open the drawbridge.
I say we must not. This concubine has given us an opportunity. We must attack her while her troops are busy elsewhere. These are creatures of great power. You must absorb them one by one if you hope to stand against Lord Blackfrost. Those other men are already as good as lost.
Do not heed the words of this witch! If you do not open the bridge, all our soldiers will die, and this war will be over. I do not believe you even have need of this misshapen beast's supposed power. This evil whore is twisting your mind. She wishes to weaken us. From the beginning, she has been hiding something from us, and it will go ill for you if you trust her.
Really? I would have hoped for a little more affection from someone who spies on me when I bathe.
Relmar is right. If we do nothing, those elves are dead.
So be it. Go then. Help your lost army, but remember that you have condemned us all. At best, you will gain a little time, but you will never have a better chance than the one that you are now throwing away.
Are you well? Then let us make haste. We must open these gates.
At last, I meet the hard heads who resist the Lords of the Frozen Shadow. Oh, Winters is furious with you, you know. He's most fond of his juggernauts. And I suspect you may also be responsible for the death of his general? But you are mine. None but me dare lay hands upon my concubines, not even the other Ice Lords. This is a lesson you will learn from pain. An eternity of pain. I have to admit, you really are full of surprises. These powers of yours are interesting. Nonetheless, you just aren't in the same class as a Lord of the Frozen Shadows. It wouldn't be sporting of me to eliminate you so early in the day, but you do have potential. I will leave you a little time to build your strength. When you think you're ready to face me, come to my domain. We will finish this once and for all.
Well, I think we should count ourselves fortunate that he seems to like you. Though I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Huh. Where did Edwin go?
I know not, but I for one shall not miss her. It would not surprise me if she had betrayed us and returned to the enemy.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Perhaps it would to her. Let us go and help my brothers. We will have need of all our allies if we are to conquer this Ice Lord.
Let's go.
Thou wilt fail. Thy weakness condemns us both.
My weakness drove off a necromancer.
For he would have thy power as tall, and he needeth thee the time to grow it for him, that he may return to claim it.
Becoming stronger bothers me not in the least. Blackfrost made a serious mistake, and his trap will be the end of him.
There are 6 ritual spears planted in my flesh. Blackfrost is but one of them. How much longer must I endure this charade? Hasten thee to rejoin with me.
I will return to the World Heart when I'm ready. This necromancer is an obstacle that cannot be ignored.
No, I have had enough of this prison, of this sacrilege, of this servitude. How dare thee leave me thus? Thou art no better than they.
Wake up, Vulcan. This is not the moment.
this energy. Everywhere we draw near our goal.
Look out!